back to my kitchen. I hope everyone is doing all right. You are very welcome. If it's your first time, you are very welcome on here. So today I'm going to be making moimoi. I'm going to show you how I make my moimoi in a very simple way. So I'll be washing the beans. I'll show you how I wash my beans and peel it, and then I'll show you the ingredients that I use for my very simple moimoi. Very basic ingredients. I don't put too many things in my moimoi. So come on into my kitchen, let's cook. Here are the basic ingredients for making moimoi. So I've got my bell peppers, I've got my I've got scotch bonnet as well. I'm using just one because it's really hot. Then got some onions. I'm going to be using rapeseed oil, and that's my crayfish. So I'm going to blend that with the beans. Okay, and here is the main ingredients of the cooking. So this is my black-eyed beans, which I'm going to add some water into it now and then put it in my processor to get it peeled. Okay, so let's get cooking. Okay, so this is the hardest part of this making this food. So it's trying to get it peeled. So I've put the beans, I've soaked it for a minute, and I've added it to my processor. So there it is inside of the processor. As you can see, there it is. Okay, that's the beans. It's just been soaked, and I'm gonna get it done. Okay. Okay, so I am done peeling this. So let's see how much work it did. So here it is. You can see, just to let you know, I used the pause button. So it doesn't crush it completely. Okay. And I use the plastic blade as well. I use plastic blade. Okay. So here we are. So here it is. I used a plastic blade so it doesn't crush the beans. It just does the peeling. So I'll pour it in a bowl. Pour it into this bowl, and I will go ahead and remove the chaff from the beans. Okay, so it shouldn't take me too long to just separate them. I'm just going to be pouring water and getting rid of the peels. So here it is. I'm going to take it to the sink now and turn on the water. Okay. So here we are. This is our washed beans. So it took me about 10 minutes thereabout just to finish it off. So I'm now going to blend. Okay, so I'm not going to blend these all at once, otherwise it's not going to be easy on the blender. So I might do it in 2 batches or 3. Okay. Okay, so that's my first batch, and I'm going to add my here's my washed crayfish. I'm going to add that in. I don't want the water going in, so yep. Okay. And then I've cut up my onions and bell peppers and the scotch bonnet, so I'm going to add some to this batch. and I'm going to add some water so it's not too hard on the blender. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna add in some thyme, you know, just to give it some flavor. Okay, so some thyme. I'm gonna blend that as well. I'm gonna give it another blend just to ensure that it's completely smooth. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so this is my last batch of the blend, and I'm gonna add in my chicken stock. So I'm adding in the chicken stock so it's blended. I don't want you know, a situation where somebody will bite into, you know, these when it's cooked. So I'm gonna blend it. Okay, so that's my vegetable stock. It is not chicken stock, vegetable stock. Okay, and I will give it another blend. Okay, so I'm done blending these beans now, and I'm going to pour it into the bowl. Okay, so now that we've blended our beans, I'm just going to start cooking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to saute some onions, which I'm going to pour into the beans mix. So I'll let the pan heat up for a bit. Then I'll add the rapeseed oil, which is what we're using today. So different people would, you know, make their moimoi in so many other ways. So I don't think there is any one way of making moimoi. As long as, you know, you wash your beans, that's basic. You wash your beans, blend the beans, and add all the, you know, whatever ingredients that you want to add, and yeah, that's it. So let's add the oil to this pan. Okay, and let it heat up for a moment. This is just to make it, you know, give it some flavor, kind of. You don't have to do this. You can just pour the oil onto the mix. That's fine as well. I cook it that way as well, but today I just want to do it like this. Just want to saute these onions and then pour into the mix. Okay, so here we are. Stir. I'm gonna add some salt. Got some salt. I'm just gonna add some to this onion. Everything else has been added to the mix. So we had our bell peppers, the seasoning. I used vegetable stock for today, the scotch bonnet, and some crayfish. So those are the ingredients that I have used today. I just like my moimoi very simple, actually, very, very simple. Some people would add fish. I don't really like, not that I don't like it, but I don't like to go through all of that, because I think beans is protein, and maybe you get more from the fish anyway, but I tend not to use fish to make my moimoi. Okay, but I'm going to be using eggs. So I'm going to, I've boiled my egg, I'm going to cut that up, and I will just drop that in the moimoi mix. Okay, so I'm not going to let it burn, just going to leave it for a moment, and then I'll pour it into the mix. Okay, so that's our onion, and I'm going to pour it into the mix. Okay. Okay, and mix, mix, mix. Okay, I'm going to add the rest of the salt in. I don't like to taste raw beans, so I'm not going to be tasting it. I'm just going to believe that it's got enough salt. Okay, so stir, stir, stir. Okay, so here are my eggs. I've finished mixing the beans. Okay, and here are my eggs, boiled and peeled. So I'm just going to cut them up. So as I'm pouring the, as I'm getting the beans into the bowls, I'll just be dropping pieces of the boiled egg. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm going to be using ramekins today. I'm not very good at using the leaf, the local moimoi leaf. So I'm going to be using these ramekins, which is quite good. You know, those days when we were growing up, when we were much younger back home, when we were making moimoi, we used a lot of things. We used tins, the leaf. We even used bags. Yeah, bags to make moimoi. So I'm going to be using this ramekin. Okay, so I've got the rest of my beans mix here. So I haven't got enough ramekins to use. So I'm just going to use this little ceramic bowl to put it in the oven. So what I've done, I've put some water in this oven tray, and I'm just going to put that in the oven, cover it up this way, cover it and put it in the oven. Okay, so here is our moimoi. It's all done. So this is the one that we had on the hob in a pot. So here it is. As you can see, it's nicely set. Okay, so here are the ones we used the ramekins to make. Okay, so this one was cooked the normal way that we make our moimoi. So on the hob in a pot with water inside of the pot. Okay, so that's that one. And this is the one that we made in the oven. So as you can see, it's well set as well. So that's our moimoi. You can make it, you know, the conventional way of using the pot and water and steam it, or you can use the oven. I find the oven one quite easier because I don't have to keep checking. I just, put the timer on and I can go do other things. But with the one that you use the pot, you have to keep checking on the water so the pot doesn't dry off. So that's our moi moi. I hope you enjoyed making today's video with me, and I hope you try out this simple moi moi recipe and share with me in the comment section. Let me know how you get on. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.